It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the God Emperor has sat inspiring on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind. By his strength of will and master of a million worlds, by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a heroic inspiration, consumed and sacrificing himself in the power of the dark age of technology. He is the golden lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls willingly martyr themselves every day. Today, we focus on a handful of those souls. Though they are not martyred in the throne, they will inevitably be martyred on the field of battle to see it safely protected, to see the supremacy of glorious mankind reigns eternal. Oh, these are brave men and boy who have volunteered to join the 366th Arisian Assault Infantry. It may not have been their first choice of regiment. It may not have been their second. It may have been at the bottom of the list with the "please don't send me to the front line"s sticker on. But by the needs of the Departamento Munitorum and by their totally impartially judged test scores, it is where they have been assigned. So, before we get too far into this, start with one of them. Lorenz de Lua. Time has come to review your scores, find where you have been assigned. You've done not badly. Poor marksmanship. Not the best personal initiative, but you rank highly on determination and are marked for uh, having leadership potential. You're called into an office. There is man sat behind a desk in uniform of the Eurasian troops with shoulder tabs of a sergeant major, and lurking some distance behind him, leaning against the wall, is a woman in a black coat. Even you can recognize a commissar when you see one. Delua, correct?
Sir, yes, sir.
Question, Delua. Why have you volunteered?
Uh, well, aside from the obvious of serving the God Emperor, I want to get out and see the galaxy, get away from home.
Basic tour length is 25 years. Home will be very different when you come back, if you make it back.
Well, sir, farms don't tend to change all that much. Reckon we'll have new cows by then, but unless the enemies of mankind see fit to come calling here and make that terrible mistake, I'm sure home will be waiting.
Sergeant Major glances over his shoulder. The commissar inclines her head. Well, Deleur. Good news. You've passed being assigned to the 366th Assault Infantry. Glad to have you on board, young man.
Thank you, sir. Look forward to working under you.
Nods. And the commissar just raps her knuckles against the door behind her. Through here, trooper.
Yes, sir. Ma'am?
Sir will do, trooper.
Sir, my apologies. Go on through the door.
Yeah. And immediately you're pulled into the hustle and bustle of, well, drill instructors getting you ready to load up for boot.
Oh boy.
Jonathan Hudson Jr. will be called up next. Your scores are, well, you are marked for possible marksmanship and significant physical endurance.
That's what they always told me.
You are called into that self-same office. Hudson. Jonathan Hudson Jr., correct?
Jornathan. Yeah. You can just call me Jorn Jr.
Was it your father with the 320th?
I don't know. Maybe.
Knew a John Hudson once. Good man. Hope you can live up to it. So, why have you volunteered, Hudson?
Because it's what I think I'm good at. Gotta make sure I do my duty for the Emperor. God Emperor.
Let's see. What you leaving behind? Family? Girl? Or are you just blank slate?
My pa passed on a few years ago, but otherwise, my ma will be here, but, you know, is what it is.
She'll be proud of you, son. He glances at the commissar. She nods. Your scores aren't good, but can see you've got heart. We'll be glad to have you in the 366th. It's assault infantry, son. Be right on the front lines.
Alright. That's exciting. Will there be a lot of water? With all the salt?
Much as you can carry, son.
All right.
Commissar knocks, and you too. You swept into the loving and tender arms of drill instructors.
You're gonna get yelled at so badly.
Eris, you're up next. Yeah, you've actually got pretty good scores. Rated as a competent marksman, physical endurance, and remarkable acumen. You're called into the office. And when you enter, we'll see the Sergeant Major, the Commissar. Sergeant Major is frowning slightly.
Sergeant Major, Eris Tsifsanis reporting.
Where do I know you from, Tsifsanis?
That is a good question. Hold on a moment. I don't believe we have met each other before, Sergeant.
No. But I know your name. And these scores...
Could have been through the ROTC.
Washed out?
Washed out, sir. Family problems.
One's own foundation undermines itself. Can't always stand strong. Oh. Still. Must have left a bad impression to be assigned here, Tsifsanis.
I intend to rectify that, sir.
Good. Good. So. Was it those same family problems that got you volunteering?
Yes, sir. I am here to serve the throne. I'm here to kill. I'm here to be a glorious instrument for him to wield upon the enemies of mankind.
Got guts, Tsifsanis. That's good. You'll need 'em. How are you with blood?
Doesn't faze me anymore, sir.
Good. With your prior, can't get you onto the leadership track. But you got the brains to be a medic. Welcome to the 366th, Tsifsanis.
Sir, thank you, sir.
The Commissar just raises a hand and 2 fingers come hither.
I will remain stoic and impartial because this is the commissar. I want to make a good first impression.
Eris Tsifsanis. I do recall where I know you from. Do better this time.
I nod, but don't respond to that.
She knocks on the door, and you are swept up by drill instructors.
Oh boy, being yelled at. It's like
Yep.
a single day hasn't gone by.
Stuff. Haddon Kellas. You have exceptional marksmanship scores. I actually, Hype, you still here?
Yes, I am.
Just to point out, when you did you spend XP to increase your BS to
Yes.
45? Okay, don't change the big number, just do like the S plus 5 thing under it.
Okay, we'll change that now.
Yeah, because you see it changes the top number.
Mhm.
So yeah, just keep the big number as your base.
Okay.
Still, there's exceptional marksmanship, good physical endurance, just all around what all around peak scores for the guard. And you will be called into the office.
Just walk on in, stand at somewhat attention, more from lesser, more experience from doing it, more he's seen plenty of people do it before and just tries to mimic them.
Kellas. Interesting scores, Kellas.
Thank you, sir.
Bad eyes, but as soon as give you a gun, clear right up. Imperium can use men like you, Kellas. But so could a homeworld. So, why have you volunteered, Kellas?
If I'm going to be honest, a couple months ago I wouldn't have. But well, some things have happened, and well, not much left for me on this world anymore. So, might as well put
Girl
my skill.
left you?
Might as well. Best to stay away from the girl. So, not exactly the best childhood, I'd say. Might as well put those skills to use somewhere where it can serve the Imperium.
That's good, Kellas. Ah. Good shot and you're tough.
I have to be to survive as a kid in hives. So,
Oh, you'll see real hive soon enough, Kellas. What we have here. What you think is big, small. Tiniest settlements I've ever seen. But we'll be getting closely acquainted with them. You're being assigned to the 366th Assault Infantry.
understood. Hope to do the Emperor proud, sir.
Good man. And the Commissar knocks. And are swept up by drill instructors and, well, see, that's now 2 people AFK, so. Balak got back. So.
I've been back. I just was quiet.
Basic is not a good time. It's, well, one of the first things you have to do in basic training is burn all of the possessions from your prior life. Your clothes, any mementos you thought to bring with you. The commissar and the sergeant major just supervise you taking off everything that would have reminded you of who you were and putting them one at a time in the incinerator.
I think I'll offer a thing of Kellas looks oddly a bit relieved as like the last he just refers like the last memento he has, like probably like just a shot of metal just with random scratchings of a couple of names, just tosses it in. Looks more relieved than anything else to throw behind.
Lorenz doesn't seem too put off by having to burn a pair of overalls and a straw hat, but throwing a perfectly good set of multi-tools carried in his pocket and a tiny pamphlet on the best treatment of the local grok subspecies does hurt him a little bit deep down inside. So both very practical. Could have very easily given them to one of his many brothers or sisters.
Well, the good
Jornathan's-
news is the incinerator doesn't burn too hot. They'll probably be able to fish out the multi-tool afterwards and put it to use.
Ah, good. A small comfort.
Go ahead, Balak.
Jornathan mostly just has like ratty clothes that are definitely overworn, and some of them don't even fit right. So he just kind of shrugs as he throws his stuff in there. Throws in a wallet, with most of the rest of his possessions. Left the rest at
What are we doing?
with his
You are being stripped of all of your personal effects, and your commissar and sergeant major are supervising you throwing them into the incinerator.
Oh, good. My guy saw this coming, so I'm ready to burn all of it.
But yeah, sorry, Balak was in the middle of.
but anything else he had was more his mother's than his, so it's just, floating around the house.
Fair enough. Yes. Once all of you have disposed of those, well, you get rid of them one at a time. You do not then get to go on afterwards one at a time. You are corralled into training platoons, still completely naked.
Completely, you say?
Yes.
Excellent.
Very nice, very nice.
Yep. And men and women alike, just everything on display under the Emperor's gaze. And split into groups of 30 and at one training platoon at a time. Taken off through the communal showers and off to receive your off to receive your vaccinations.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Ha, joke's on you, I'm already autistic.
They're gonna have to get the real long needle for Lupa.
Yeah. It's I'm not sure if it's better or worse to have a giant dumpy for the military vaccinations.
Probably worse. I think it needs to get down to like the muscle under there.
So another thing they did to us, anyways, was force us all to get chest X-rays. Apparently, we couldn't start basic training without them.
Oh,
I hate mentioning this because I might have just given us all cancer.
I have to ask why. Like, surely that would be something to do at like selection.
Oh
like,
no, they do it from
before
the start.
basic.
They do it right before basic. I had to wait 3 hours for my X-ray.
Maybe it's to make sure their heart won't just explode from, PT.
I don't smoke that
Mm.
much.
I would have just thought like
Did they do a comprehensive physical, or was it just a random chest X-ray?
Just chest.
Huh.
Gotta make sure no one has a pectus excavatum. That nice chest hole to keep you from breathing.
That sewer is a large word.
Sounds heretical.
well,
Yep.
Yes.
don't worry. The Imperium of Man has no need to deliver to have you get random chest X-rays.
Oh, thank God for that.
Anything like that being covered in the initial recruiting office before you took your examinations and your ASVAPs.
I hope you boys like needles.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I certainly do not.
I do.
Can't remember the last time I actually had needles. Well, time is meant to help.
The Emperor provides.
The Emperor provides a very sharp pinch.
Each training platoon is brought one man at a time through a gauntlet of half a dozen Medicae servitors. First two go in your arms, second two in your legs. The last two, one in each cheek.
Would those count as mundane horrors?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm covered.
Yeah, I mean, they're servitors. You're from an imperial world. These are generally mundane. This is uncomfortable, This is in fact extremely painful, especially for Lorenz, who the final two servitors have to have like 3 goes each to actually get proper depth of penetration.
Oh.
Oh.
But you know, it's just pain. And pain is just weakness leaving the body.
You're goddamn right.
Fortunately, after that, you are issued with clothes once more. Not your proper uniforms, but PT gear. And then you have to run around for 6 hours, stopping every 30 minutes for a quick medical examination to make sure you're not having any adverse reaction to your vaccinations. It's very invasive. There is, in fact, multiple kinds of the right kind of penetration with a thermometer.
I mean, at least it ain't a needle.
But the good news is, none of you break out into massive warp hives. Just normal hives. As
Ignore
such.
that.
Apparently, Eris explodes.
Kaboom.
Now that's a bad reaction.
Who put the tank fuel inside the immunization shots? Who was the one? Who was the guy who did it?
It was fucking Jeff.
Blam.
I thought it was funny.
Blam.
Halfway across the galaxy, Jeff looks very... Jeff sweats for some reason. That's a thing only Savin will get. But, yeah. With that, we're into basic proper. There's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of busy work. Apparently, your first and most important duty as an Imperial Guardsman is, well, properly folding your bed sheets.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Actual beds? Wow.
At least in basic.
Don't get too excited. Your gun's probably thicker than the mattress was gonna be.
Your second most important duty is polishing your boots. Anytime a single person does not have boots that the commissar can read her ID badge in, all platoon, 3-mile run. And if you're not done within 20 minutes, well, you don't get breakfast that day.
Brutal.
Fortunately, the worst of this doesn't last too long. Once you have demonstrated you aren't going to wash out, And those that do, well, those that do are just ejected, given baggy grey clothing, and barred from Imperial service. But after 2 weeks, those of you that are still around, they actually start to treat you a bit like actual human beings again.
That must mean they're up to something.
Oh,
That's
maybe
so
we just
nice.
impressed them.
I think it's more we survived long enough.
Considering what
Dirk
we've been through,
said
that
they
is
haven't shot
impressive.
us yet.
Certainly didn't make it easier when about half a dozen people throw up almost every run. That was fun.
And then the boots just get dirty again.
And then we
Ain't
get to
that a-
run some more.
Ain't that a vicious cycle?
At least it gets used to one thing.
Vomit?
Well, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of that and other such things wherever we're heading out.
Vomit is pretty vicious.
At
Any
least
y'all
between
ever seen a
the rest
Grox
of the
throw
medic
up?
training. No, what's a Grox?
Well, it's a big herd animal. We got 'em out on the farms. About 20, 30 times your weight. 4 legs, big horns, 6 stomachs. All of them can throw up in sequence. And they do. To digest their food. Again.
Ugh. You just see Kellas just shudder a bit. It's like, ugh. Disgusting.
That's a lot of stomachs. I only have one, and I still eat a lot.
Well, I guess just be happy the Emperor didn't decide to make your body where you need to throw up to digest it again. Poor Grox.
Be even more
Praise the
glad they
Emperor.
didn't make your stomachs into bacon.
Yeah,
The upper 3
it's
stomachs
true.
are pretty delicious.
Oh, hell yeah, they are.
It's the bottom 3 you gotta worry about, though. Those ain't fit for eating.
Why?
Well, it's like an open sewer to the colon.
It's full of shit, boy.
Full of shit. Or the
Oh,
adjacent to shit, I guess. I'm not a
wow.
vet, but it's gross and gets you sick. So if any
It
farm
probably
boy
still
ever
fitted
tries
to
to get you
us.
to eat Grok's tummy bacon, you make sure to ask if it's from the top 3 or the bottom 3.
Right.
So make sure to make a very poignant threat. That if it's in the bottom 3, you're gonna come back and burn that whole house down.
Or just feed him the bottom stomach. Now that's a threat any farmer will take to heart.
I don't know that I got the stomach for that. No reason for us to be fighting when amongst ourselves when there's other things to fight.
Good point. Good point.
It's just
Not that many moments where you get to settle down and talk like that. Even once they've started to treat you better, it's still busy. Busy. Your runs have started to actually have packs on. Drills happily inform you that these are a third of the weight of normal combat gear. Already unpleasantly heavy for most of you. You can manage, but it ain't fun.
Fuck.
And about 5 weeks in. Start issuing you rifles. They're not proper Maritas, not live firing, but full size, full weight. And ooh, do the drills love stealing them. Leave it out of sight for 3 seconds. It's gone. And now the platoon has you to blame for a 10-mile run. In full gear.
I don't think that ever happens to Kellas itself. I think the moment he's issued some form of weapon, it stays on him until it's taken away from him.
I hope I had slain a fan to steal one before the drill steal it, but I don't.
Can't believe I lost it. I put it right there.
Always keep an eye on your weapons, man. Never know when you might need them.
I call
have a
mine
20.
Sally and I tuck her to bed every night.
Now that's just common sense.
Gotta appease the machine spirit.
Oh, well, there's plenty of appeasing to be done. Someone so touches Sally, I rip their arms right off. Except if it's the commissar. Then there ain't much ripping to be done.
I
Pretty
hope
sure
so.
those pretty little arms would just rip your head right off if you tried anyway.
It
If that didn't
probably
happen,
would.
we get to have a nice front row view of you being flayed. I'd rather not see that happen.
What is the exact punishment for such a thing? That seems very specific.
For trying to rip a commissar's arms off?
Yeah.
Oh, they just shoot you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure any assault on a commissar is just execution.
Yeah, but yeah, fair enough.
You would. By now, you've gotten your uplifting primers, so I can just read to you the thing. Striking an officer. Any soldier who, on any pretense whatsoever, strikes a superior officer or draws a weapon or offers any violence against him will be shot under Article 3680/35K.
Gambling. Any soldier caught gambling in any form will be flogged and incinerated for an unspecified time. Article 0834-19H.
That's incarcerated, not incinerated.
Those are two
I know what I
very
said.
different things. Why?
Well, that is a shame considering one of the only things I'm good at is playing cards.
Dark forces and warp magic.
Merz, are we ever allowed to ask the commissar questions?
What is warp magic?
You will be able to, but not at your current stage in training, no.
Fair enough. I guess, is there anyone I can ask about clarifications to this infantry uplifting primer?
Yep. You can ask your senior drill.
This book's telling me that magic is forbidden. This is still a book.
Take a slight step
What are you
away
talking
from
about?
Tsifsanis.
Yeah,
No, look.
magic's fucking horrifying, man.
Right here.
What you want about?
Page 12. Here's magic don't exist.
Have fun thinking that.
I once watched a man get shot for Card tricks.
I did see one of my, someone I know get dragged off for being a witch, but I ain't never seen no
Oh.
magic.
Well, look, where I come from, we also shoot people over quote-unquote card tricks. But we're talking about, like, I don't know, shooting fireballs or some shit. I think they mean psychers.
Just immediately get like a shushing sound from Gus, just like, I'm all too sure we'll be told what we need to know soon enough. Maybe in a couple months we won't get immediately, well, removed for asking questions like that. Let me just say, some of the stories you hear are true. And there are a lot worse stuff.
4 degrees of failure.
I trust in the book.
So anyway, Drill Sergeant, if we play cards without gambling, no stakes or nothing, is that okay?
Yes, Trooper, so long as you do not offer anything that, so long as you make no bets and do not offer any incentive for victory out of your Munitorum-issued supplies, will not be penalized for entertaining yourself during your off hours, Trooper.
So thank you, sir.
My copy of the Uplifting Primer seems to have some memo sellotaped over the Saxon Psyker bit.
Thing is, with a lot of these primers, at least from what I hear, there are a couple buddies who, well, came back from tour. Some of the time they just hand it from one guardsman to the next, so sometimes people like to give notes. No idea how accurate they be. Could be some decide to just mess with ya.
Well, this thing, keep this space clear and pain of death at least is clear, so I think I'm fine. Yeah, whatever, this was boring read anyway, is gonna put this away.
Somehow
14 roll
fucking
for.
Jornathan wins.
1 second.
Alright, fucking everyone's scrutiny and see how the barracks first game of strip poker goes.
Scrutiny.
Yeah,
Ugh.
scrutiny.
I see nothing.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my,
Oh my god, that's security, not
It would
Still
be
a
the
2
same
though.
number.
It's a 2. It's a fucking 2.
The best part is I have a 3 scrutiny. Oh.
You sure about your previous statement, Savin? I think we all just got rocked.
I mean, no. Eris and Kellas are definitely like
Buck naked.
Eris is 100% buck naked. Kellas is probably down to underwear, and Lorenz is like you know,
Hey, he's not buck naked.
Proud of
He's
the
wearing his
uniform.
rifles by the strap.
true.
What did you say I'm down to, Merz?
Down half your uniform.
Okay, acceptable.
Wow. I've never won a game like that before.
I can't figure out your tells, man. What is your secret?
You know, lucky son of a bitch. You're gonna need that.
I don't know. I just keep calling until I win.
That's not a strategy. That's just. Did you even understand how to play the game? And I guess
I
you
don't know. He
did.
seems
You
to be winning
won,
pretty
but
hard.
it's
The
like
answer is no, he did not.
that's like just betting 7 on roulette every time. Wait, that's even
And
wrong. Yeah. Ah! Just flustered femboy noises. It's not how this is supposed to work. I'm supposed to win. It's bullshit.
Well, I'm sure it was just beginner's luck.
Yeah, let's put it down to that, I guess.
I don't know that I could do it again.
Well, guess we'll just have to find out tomorrow.
Well,
If we're still able to walk tomorrow, I think we got another one of those endurance runs coming up.
Well, look on the bright side. We're all getting enormous fucking thighs. Reach over and slap Kellas on his slowly becoming, burgeoning thigh muscles.
Yeah. I say, yeah, they probably expanded, but probably a bit not much as like the standard Guardsman. Like he's very much like scrawny, sort of like less the type that didn't get much activity, but more the type of like maybe did eat as much as he probably should have as a kid. Probably still gaining muscle, but
See, you're
Gotta
bulking
be-
up.
We're all
Yeah.
gonna be big and strong.
Well, this
say
is,
one thing about the Imperial Guard, they at least feed you well.
well, this has got to be the second most awkward flirting I've seen in my entire military career. You boys want to get a room?
What?
Huh?
We're in the room.
Yeah, we're
It's true.
already in our bunk.
Yeah, you're right,
Fall-
man. I tell you, he's making a lot of weird stuff in those medic courses he's doing.
Yeah, well, I guess
Like they've
if
got their
you,
own language.
got to poke your hands inside of people all day, you're gonna have all sorts of weird terminology for it.
Who the fuck pulled out the deck of cards?
Snippy.
Ow! I didn't think fucking players could.
Me neither.
You underestimate my power.
No, we can. This It's just the show button. It's available.
What are they covering their ears from?
Dude, this is the army. You will be permanently sleep deprived.
You lot. It's
Lorenz is just confused as to
the-
what's going on.
just Tsifsanis talking about flirting and then you talking about hands inside people. It just nope.
See, I remember my first night sentry. I was supposed to be hidden under a ghillie tent. And my lovely... The guy who was supposed to be actually at the gate, he fell asleep after 2 hours. When I say he fell asleep, I mean he was slumped on the floor.
Oh, that's a flogging.
Oh yeah, no, a fucking supply truck came after 2 more hours and he got yelled at. But I thought it was hilarious. I got yelled at too. That was
Yeah.
less funny.
You know what? Actually, speaking of people groaning about flirting, I suppose the question must be asked if the 366 is a mixed sex or single sex regiment.
Mix sex.
Okay.
The Imperium does not discriminate between man and woman.
It does not, but sometimes it does segregate them.
Not here.
Excellent.
Or just me to be thrown in the fire. Doesn't matter what bits you got if you can fire a las rifle. Or an autogun in that case.
They do, however, at least here, y'all are way too overworked to fuck.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that was my assumption. Like, we probably this is probably one of the few easier days we had, so we could actually talk instead of just really falling asleep in our bunks.
Yeah.
I roll athletics to see how tired I was that day.
Oh,
Alright.
Very fucking tired.
God damn it! I'm going to have the one good roll.
Yep,
You're
that is
like,
your
"Little
one good roll
baby,
today.
Watch this. Oh wow, that wasn't that
Welcome
bad.
to
actually.
FFG in the starting sessions.
We're getting them out now. Don't worry.
Tired, but not cripplingly so. Let's see.
I exist, and that's probably the most I can do most nights.
well. After 2 weeks of being trusted with, mock guns, and shown, and having been taught their importance, about halfway through your 6th week in, start to actually get live fire exercises. Get to go to the range, and afterwards, you get classes in tactical awareness and how to actually behave as an Imperial Guardsman. They've built you to the point where you have the body and will of a good soldier. But now, it's time to learn how to actually be one. It's time for actual combat training. For the first bit, this is all very, very highly regulated. You don't get proper Moritas. You trade in your mock ones for a single fire bolt action rifles. Just drilled in actual firearm safety for 2 days, and then how to actually take recoil for 3 days. And actually get to start practicing marksmanship.
I'm curious. How... It's purely probably a selfish thing, but how high up is, like, Kellas in general marksmanship training compared to everyone else? Should I, like, roll for that?
Let's see, you have 40. Easily top 10%. Like, you are in consideration for the actual marksmanship badge, and though not quite enough for secondment to sniper school.
Okay, yeah. Then I think Latata is going to say correct. Like, whenever the officers aren't looking, or at least the ones he know won't immediately punish him for daring to provide assistance, he will offer a couple tips and stuff to other soldiers nearby, including our soon-to-be squad. how to handle the recoil and everything.
Lorenz definitely
Doesn't
needs the
matter.
help.
Yeah. Like, doesn't matter if you like Kellas or not, he's gonna help you. So we both don't bloody die.
Since you've been so helpful, you wouldn't happen to also have some cigarettes on you?
Smoked the ones I was able to grab a couple days ago. Sorry, mate.
That's fine.
Gotta make sure to wean myself off. Who knows when we'll be able to get fresh supplies.
Fair enough.
Haven't they been teaching you how to make drugs and stuff, Tsifsanis? Can't you just make new ones?
Oh yeah, no, I'll just grow the tobacco leaves out my ass.
Is that how that works?
Hmm.
You're burning dried leaves and you're inhaling the smoke.
Yeah, but the growing, would that work?
No, it ain't gonna work out my ass. It only grows in a very specific climate. And
My
then you
mom
need to
once
dry
told
it.
me a story about someone swallowing seeds and having the whole tree come out their mouth.
Well, that sounds like a mutant to me. But you know
Yeah,
what we
she
do
says
to
they
those.
shot him in the end. But,
Oh, thank God for that. They also burned his body?
well, yeah, that's the whole moral of the story. You do something stupid, eat some weird things a stranger offers you, and you're going to end up on the pyre.
Exactly. That's a good lesson to get out of this whole shebang.
Very wise words.
Lorenz nods sagely.
Maybe I should just get an electronic glow stick so I don't have this kind of problem.
They have those.
Yeah, they have those, but they tend to give you pneumonia. So I'd rather stick with my cancer glow sticks rather than my pneumonia glow sticks.
My dad always
Yeah, I'd
says
say
that
the
the
same.
electronic ones are for men whose wives have boyfriends.
Yeah, no, they're also a bunch of sisses. But damn practical. And apparently they don't light you up as much in night vision.
Isn't
Yeah,
aren't the
they-
boyfriends of the wait?
Oh, he means they're homosexual, son.
Wait, that
You don't. Okay. Wow.
wait no, because I don't think that's what he is. The men whose wives have boyfriends, right? So isn't that just
Right.
eventually back to their husband, or am I missing something?
Cucks.
No, the boyfriend's a different
Uh,
fella.
Oh, that'll
I
do
mean, it might also be the husband's boyfriend, too. I don't know. Never
it.
specified
I don't
anything
judge
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But it doesn't matter that much. Emperor loves all humanity.
Yeah.
You think
Except,
they're
you know,
actually
the
going to send us
witches
to
and the
combat?
mutants and the, you know,
Well, yeah, but those aren't proper humans. Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you and me, we're proper purebred humans.
Merz,
guess.
do Ogrins count as mutants?
Oh, yeah, of
They're
course they do.
humans. They are officially sanctioned and proper.
Okay.
Do we have we met an Ogren in training?
No,
Do we know they exist?
they are mentioned in your uplifting primer.
Excellent. I've never seen an Ogren, but the book says the Emperor loves them too. Or at least they're tolerated.
Have you actually read the
It
book?
mentions ratlings too, right?
Yeah, but that seems weird. I mean, rat people?
Hold on, have any of you actually read the whole thing from start to finish?
I
Oh, no.
try.
I tried.
I-
Not
I
real good
mostly
with
just
my
focus on
letters.
the
every
parts.
night. Takes me an
I mostly
hour
just-
each night.
See, I got up to section
you-
14.
I just mostly focus on parts that say don't do this or you get punished. I think that's the most important part for the training, at least.
Yeah.
Only be beaten up twice, and I'll take that as a victory.
I also read the section on tactics and stuff, but I think I'll need someone to explain some of these words to me.
Like what words?
What's defilade?
What?
I don't think you and I have the same primer.
Can I look at Louis' primer? How is it different than ours, and how much?
The Imperial Guard uplifting primer does actually have sections on small unit tactics. At least the version I've read.
I did put one in I put one I'm using in Discord.
Thank you. I was relying mostly on memory from when I read it last, which I think was before, like, the start of our only war game.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
sections on
it's-
map reading, target identification, scouting movement and use of cover, etc.
Yeah,
There's a lot. I haven't even gotten there yet.
Yeah, I skipped ahead because Sergeant Major said I'd be cut out for leadership, so I figured, knowing how to do things is important, but didn't mention I'd
Oh,
be
you're
reading
gonna
it out of a
become-
book.
Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna become some sort of officer?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean,
Congratulations.
can farmers be officers?
I think it mostly depends on how loud and commanding you can be, how large your presence is.
Oh, well, I can get real loud if I want to.
Yeah, see, that's all you need.
You know, that's the guard. You can shoot for the stars.
Still
a
trying
waste
to get
of
into that
ammo.
sniper. Yeah, still trying to get into that sniper course. Don't think I'm gonna get it though.
Well, maybe I could talk to somebody for you?
You don't have to push yourself to do it. We got plenty on our plate as is.
Lorenz is
I very much enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but
After this conversation, Lorenz is absolutely going to try and talk to somebody about it. And try and put in a good word. Kellas. Let's see.
probably for the best, because Kellas is horrible at talking convincingly to people.
yeah, charm would be appropriate. You can have a +10 because Kellas is actually a damn good shot. It's just,
Oh.
would you like to spend your 1 fate point on this?
I mean,
You don't have to.
Hype, I wouldn't normally, but in this case, Hype, would you like to volunteer your fate point for this?
You know what? Why not?
all right. Let's see if we can get you sniper training. Come on. I could buy in. I could
You
buy
could.
in. I'm gonna buy in. Do something
Alright.
actually helpful for a friend. Let's go.
What
So
yeah.
exciting. I've never seen that before.
So yeah, as move into the 8th week of training, moved off of the bolt actions onto actual Maritas. So Kellas, you actually used guns before.
Oh yeah, I'd probably get a couple of suspicious looks for like I'm able to just disassemble a Marita without being need to be trained through it.
There's also lovely new gun smell. You are the first man to fire this rifle outside of proofing it. This is your rifle. And its serial number is added onto your ID tags right below your own.
Very nice. It just Kellas just probably like before he completely conks out for that night, just like probably spends a good couple minutes just like staring at the tags and the new number.
That's a nice gun.
It's one heavy fucking gun.
Very true to both bloody things. Ugh. Just like sit back up, just like rub his shoulder. Oh, tell you, it's not fun wearing that plus the pack with all the rocks. Are you sure that's being truthful when they say it gets even more stuff shoved in there?
Yeah, I've had to carry a lot of heavy stuff back at the farm, but this is a whole nother level.
Uh,
I think I might need an augmented spine.
I've been told I'm gonna need to carry even more since I'm so good at it. I don't know what that means, but
Well, look at
Well,
those
means you're big and
biceps. You're
strong.
pretty good at carrying, I'd say. That,
yeah, but
if I've learned one thing, it's that if you're good at something, God's just going to make you do it more.
boys,
yeah.
they're gonna put us in carapace. It's gonna be around 15 kilograms. This gun is gonna be around 10 kilograms. And that's just the start. Remember the ruck they gave us on our first marches?
I
Yeah.
think I still have the marks from it.
Oh, they're gonna be fitting more stuff on you. Because on top of the rucksack, you're also gonna have your carrier plate. And for a fact, they're gonna give me what is it? 7 kilograms of medical supplies. So it's gonna be fun to carry around.
If we're going to have to
Delete.
carry all this stuff around, maybe I could ask the drill sergeant if I could pop home and grab a donkey. They're real good at carrying stuff.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
We got
I was
some to
about to
spare.
say, we sure our cart isn't part of our standard kit at this point.
I mean, I think I think I heard him mention something about a donkey like pack animal talking from your farm. He mentioned your ass. I thought that was what he was talking about. One of them donkeys.
Yeah, donkeys are asses.
Yeah.
We have a whole herd of asses back home. In fact, we
Yeah.
just had a new litter come out.
Well, that's exciting.
It was. 2 little asses, brand new.
Oh.
Lorenz
It's
does
nice
not
stuff.
understand why the rest of the platoon is staring at him.
Yeah, so
I don't think it's so much as staring as it when as it's starting to get used to it, so you just hear a chorus of groans.
it's not typically how they use ass around these parts, but okay.
How'd you use an ass other than carrying stuff around here? No fields to plow. I mean,
Well,
this
usually
ground
shit
don't look
comes
very
out of that
fertile.
ass.
Why would you shake the ass? You're gonna break its neck.
No, I mean when you say ass, we mean butts, like your ass.
Oh. Well, that's a
No
whole
other
other
meaning
kind of
for the word.
ass.
What do the ends of cigarettes have to do with anything? Why are they compared to a donkey?
God, this soldier.
You can handle that one. I understand that one. You can handle it. Actually,
So, what
John, I think
does the end of a cigarette and a donkey have in common?
Actually, I think it may have it. It may because it's just the end. Like the end of a cigarette. Or like, say the butt of a load stick, the butt of your rifle. It might just literally be the end.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with a donkey?
If you're standing behind it, what do you see?
Oh, I
donkey.
get it.
Presumably.
That's
The tail.
funny. Well, you see its tail too, but it's your tail end.
There you go. Just like
Oh, yeah.
pat a
Tails
hand on
have
the
an
shoulder.
end. That's how those work. I'm having too much fun with this.
At this rate, our squad's being pulled together because everyone else refuses, under threat of death, to let us join their squad.
You know, on the more serious note, there are actual guard regiments out there that get horses, put them in armor, and they get them to the front lines and stuff. But I don't think a donkey would have the constitution to survive even 1 second in the battlefield. It'd probably shit
Hold on.
itself.
I don't know. An
They
ass
ride.
can take a lot of punishment if you try.
Have you ever been shot at by a grenade launcher?
No?
It's a pretty scary thing, let me tell you.
Why
Yeah, I
have you
don't
been
think
shot
your
at by a
ass is
grenade
gonna-
launcher?
Because someone would preferably want to kill you when you're carrying behind some piece of cover.
I mean, you sound like you're talking from experience is all.
I hope that training course ain't in anymore.
No, you did training before this. But it does explain how you're able to, survive this better than the rest of us.
Yes and no.
It seems like he spent all his XP experience.
Well, come on. Don't leave us hanging.
Usually they would shoot you instead of leaving you hanging, I thought. I don't recall any immediate references to hanging in the primer.
Well, no,
See,
but they still do that in my town.
Oh.
I was gonna go in officer training school a long while back.
Oh.
Yep. Didn't work out.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Bro
Yeah, I
sure
think it's
makes it
better
sound
that
like
way.
officer school's pretty great.
Oh, it sure is. You should see what they serve to those guys there. They don't eat the stuff they serve to us.
What do they eat? Like grok steak?
Yes.
Well, at least here, you get to work
Act-
out lots.
Look, the food we eat here is gonna constipate you for 7 days. At least the stuff they can give you out in the field. And you're gonna have one singular shit that will make you feel like your life is about to end.
Is
What
that
those
not
folk
how
out
that's
there
supposed to
eat?
go normally?
No, actually. That's not
Huh.
how your bowel movements are supposed to go.
Can't say I've ever had that problem.
Is that supposed to be a problem? I thought that was just how that worked.
I got pills for you, man.
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah, that don't sound healthy.
Yeah.
They're
And
called
yet here I am,
Valdrons.
nice and...
They're laxatives.
Mm.
I suggest you take a couple.
Oh, we had to give one of those to the asses a while back. Medicaid prescribed it. I don't think you should take that pill. Unless you want to
If
turn
you
your
haven't
ass into
shot-
a cannon.
If you haven't shat in 7 days, it's worth it. But you better get a lot of paper with you.
Why? Do I gotta fill out forms? I hope not.
Don't worry. It's filling out forms ain't that bad. It's just
It just takes me a while to read all of them.
you
That's
don't need
all.
to read. They'll just give you the paper you sign, and everything is good.
That doesn't seem like a good idea, but you do seem pretty smart, so that's good to know.
Admittedly, looks like our jobs are going to be, well, we're not going to be Medicaid or apparently join the officers, like Lou here. Our job is to follow orders. I think
Yeah.
most of the time we're just going to be told what to do. We hop to it.
I feel like walking would be more efficient, but if we're ordered to hop, I'll hop.
I'm gonna get some shut-eye, boys.
Not Eris.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not everybody.
Who the hell's just farted?
It's alright.
Well, I don't know if I can find the strength in my heart to forgive you, but
Look, it doesn't mean you need to give me pills.
Emperor, bless your soul. And most
Emperor, bless my
important of all,
body.
your bowel movements. Because you're gonna need the Emperor's blessing for what's coming, boy.
I'm used to not eating much. And when I eat much, half the time doesn't make you feel the best, so. At least I'm sure I'll be just fine.
I do a half-ass sign of Aquila. And then hug my pillow.
Another couple of weeks go by, and then, while you're still in the same training platoon and you do your early morning PT and take your meals together, your days are largely separate. You're in MOS school now. Lorenz, along with several other promising recruits, going leadership tutelage from the sergeant major and the commissar. Kellas is at sniper school. Tsifsanis actually moving on to advanced medicine and field surgery. Stuff that they do require you to have a full night's sleep before they try to teach you. And Jornathan, well, advanced weapons familiarization. One of the few people from this batch of recruits strong enough to actually carry some of the bigger guns. Most troopers you're training with have heavy stubbers. You're getting cross-trained on missiles. Just put a crosshair over something, wait until it beeps, and then squeeze the trigger. Other than Tsifsanis, so you are being worked to the bone now. And Tsifsanis, from your previous experience, even in advanced MOS school, these guys are getting more, getting worked more than they should be. by your estimate. Something's happening.
Ah, shit. There's a tide coming up, isn't there?
Too tired for any advice or comment you make to really sink in. Till 14th week. Y'all are gonna get 3 days liberty.
Ah, fuck.
For most people, the first day is just chilly sleeping, catching up on all of the hours they missed. And second day of liberty, you've got 14 weeks worth of wages, and outside training camp there is, and it's not a big city. Certainly bigger than what the farm boys are used to, but it's not the capital or anything. But it's got all of the amenities a soldier might want. Bars, women, excessively fast cars with dangerously high interest rates.
Only 74%? What a bargain.
It's also the first time since you went into advanced training you really get a chance to talk.
Who's ready for a night out in the town?
How liberal is liberty like? I mean, if we're not in the city, perhaps Lawrence's farm is near enough that like he could spend a day on the bus, like sleeping there, go home, see his family, and then come back.
So long as you report back the morning you are expected back, and you are sober, do whatever the fuck you like.
Well, I'd love to join you boys, but unless you need me real bad, I'm gonna go home and see my family. They ain't that far off.
That's understandable.
Really?
Have
Yeah.
fun.
I bet if you stole a pair of magnoculars, you could see the top of the big old windmill.
I wouldn't want to steal. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
could-
shouldn't do it, but if you did. Then you
Well,
should follow
Honestly, you might
yourself.
be able to. Honestly, if you wanted one, you probably could be able to buy it for the pay we earned up.
I wonder if they'll let us keep anything we buy, or if we'll just have to throw it all back.
Mhm.
You know, back into the
If you might-
incinerator like last time.
Good point. But I guess if it's literally just for the mission, and you know someone might be able to get some good words in,
Mm.
maybe. Personally, I'm gonna. I don't really know what to do, gonna be honest.
Ah, too off from the funny number. Alright. Time to go home and bring an ass back. Let's go. Merz, I would like to go to my parents' farm and acquire a donkey. Bring it back to carry our shit for us.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so sad when he gets shot.
Look, they said if it's for the mission.
Your friend said that they thought maybe.
Okay.
If you have a friend in the officers,
You know what? I will ask the sergeant major. When
It's
he's
gonna
since
get shot if you.
I'm in officer training and we're about to go on leave. I was fucking ass. So our equipment's real heavy, Sergeant Major. Could I mean, we got all these wages and stuff. Could I bring something back to help us carry it?
What sort of something, Recruit?
I was thinking an ass. Nice big chunky ass.
You mean a mule?
Yes, sir.
No can do, Recruit. Local acquisitions are one thing, but transporting livestock. We don't have the resources for that. We have food for our soldiers, food for the crew of ships. Do not have food going spare for an animal.
Yeah, I guess I probably couldn't get 25 years worth of food for it. I don't think it could carry that much. What
Don't
about
need
a
25 years, but
maybe a
normal
pull cart?
normal jump is 3 months. Oh, whole cart maybe. You'll have to squad you end up assigned with. You'll be in your quarters with them. You'll have to be responsible for it. And if and no using it as an excuse to not carry what you need to. And no losing it either, not while it's got Departmental Monitoring property on board.
Of course, sir. We take good care of it, just like our rifles.
Attaboy, Lua.
We'll snap a crisp salute and then get on a bus and go home. Ask his dad to bring him back with a fucking pull cart in the back of the pickup. Let's go. Problem solved.
I was just joking like an hour ago, but I guess we're doing it. I'm just saying, yeah. I hope part of the kit is just a car for everyone to carry all the stuff. Oh god.
Yeah, well, that's probably going to be the majority of your first 2 days. I'll be back, like, for the 3rd day, if... But, yeah, I guess next up, Jornathan. What's your plan for Liberty?
Jornathan is going to nap the whole time. Because he doesn't know what he wants to do with that freedom of time. So his solution is to do nothing with it.
Alright.
Honestly, respectable.
He's also
Especially
smart
in the
because he
guard.
has heavy equipment.
Fair enough. Tsifsanis.
Immediately leave to do 3 things: eat, drink, get laid.
You
This
are
might-
an assault infantry recruit with money. All 3 things are incredibly achievable.
It is. These guys are ramping up the MOS training. And it's not entirely sure, but there might be a tithe coming up that they need to pay. I'm not gonna go full out and just start marking things off my bucket list, but I'm gonna have a goddamn good time. And, after all the partying is done, just before the Liberty ends, buy some better bottoms for my fucking boots, because I'm gonna be wearing those sons of bitches out. a shitload more cigarettes. And I can't help but notice they haven't issued us any stamps.
If you want stims, do you have commerce?
I don't have commerce.
I mean, even untrained, you've got a fair shot. So, let's see. What is the scarcity on a stim? Stim is average.
Oh god, should have grabbed commerce.
So that's plus 10 plus. This will be a plus 40 commerce roll.
Plus what?
40.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
All right.
Nice.
You can buy 5 doses of stims.
Hell the fuck yeah.
This takes various forms. Like one is an actual official military issue stim. One looks like it, but was marked for recall for possible exposure to salmonella on the needle. But, just wash it in hot alcohol and it'll be fine. Another two are, I mean, they're military issue packaging, but actually examining them, fairly certain it's cocainum solution. And the last one is just cocaine.
Fucking holy shit. That is worth a lot more than I paid for. Score. Of course, these are
Mechanically,
entirely...
they're all just stems.
Yeah, no,
And
these
this
are
is where
entirely...
Eris drops out of the guard and became a drug dealer.
Drops out.
Well,
Think you mean become the
disappears.
regimental drug dealer?
I can't. If I drop out of the regiment, I won't have any customers.
And yeah, Kellas. What's your plan for Liberty?
Alright, well, I do a bit of what Eris did, understanding at least on some level, we're probably, if we're being given these days off, we're probably doing something important soon, so enjoying ourselves a bit. But at some point, like maybe the night before the final day, Kellas just goes down into the more seedier sections of this city. Like goes to a bar that maybe he frequented when he was younger and before he just volunteered, asks some questions, throws some thrones around, and then heads off deeper into the hive until he reaches what's probably like a large apartment. Like enters inside, it's like it's completely wrecked, bullets, casings still on the ground, maybe a couple spatters of blood. Like goes into a side room and just like when you see like a small memorial altar almost. That just has a bunch of names. It's like scratched into just like a wall with a couple candles and a couple bottles of amasec or alcohol. Just put down a fresh bottle and just like look up for a moment and where one particular section of the wall was almost torn out. Almost like could maybe be about the size of a knife. It's like that was just, well, things just be goodbye. I don't think I'm coming back. Might be for the best I don't. To the 48s. We're actually trying to have a life worth living. This fucking miserable planet. Just like, just douses a good third of the bottle by himself, pops it out, and then just sits there and reminisces for an hour or two before heading back out. The other thing of note he does is goes to a couple of people he know may have served in like either the PDF or actual term in the Guard. Basically, go ask for tips. Like, which sections of this primer are actually completely fucking false that I need to watch out for? Which rules aren't in this book I need to watch out for to not get my head shot off by a commissar?
Yeah. It'll, would you like to roll scrutiny, Kellas?
I could certainly attempt. As we saw, I'm not good at it. But we'll see what we get.
Yeah.
The price I pay for deciding to build full combat with my starting XP.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
Okay!
Jesus fucking Christ.
It happened again.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I
And
guess I need some
Kellas.
leftovers from the game or something?
No. I mean, maybe, but, well. The important bit is that, oh, you're asking, you can tell, at first, their immediate instinct is to screw with you. Tell you some silly thing that'll get you in a little bit of trouble, but not get you killed. Then, after a moment, something makes them change their mind and very serious advice.
Okay.
Tell you actually good things.
Okay.
So to the point where I think I'm just going to give you for free a rank of Common Law Imperial Guard.
Ah, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
If I can offer it, I think maybe one of the reasons that maybe they get so serious is that like this is after I go to I have that trip to that destroyed tenement building, and maybe like I mentioned offhandedly where I'm going, and like they can see maybe what I'm doing, like I'm bringing an offering almost, and maybe that was one of the reasons like they treat me more serious.
At least for the ones that are aware of that, but even the ones who you don't have that prior relationship with, as soon as you mention, you're in the infantry and you're asking for this, like, even people you don't know and who that ritual would mean nothing to are treating you more seriously than their initial instincts are.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Kellas, we taking good notes of this. Probably, like, he's probably heavily editing his Guardsman primer at this point as well, with all this information he's getting. Like, just like he probably just scratches out the entire paragraph about orcs and just rewrites the entire section of just the bits he was told and those sort of things. Like if any
one of the first bits of advice you will get is get plastic sheets to put over your primer and get markers to write on the sheets. That way, you get the notes you need, and
I'm not desecrating imperial property.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. That's probably one of the things I buy. You know what? I'll buy like a set for the squad.
You should really start looking for man-stopper bullets. You won't regret it.
I don't think Kellas would try and sneak like actual ammunition and stuff in, because he understands he's a fighter. He probably wouldn't be able to sneak that stuff past. And like plastic sheets for the primer, that's probably something reasonable that they'll think like, okay, reasonable. We won't mess with that. But like bringing in like clips of ammunition.
They usually don't pat you down at the gate. And by usually I mean I've never been patted down the gate. Something bad needs to happen in order for them to start patting people down, and everyone seems to be behaving themselves so far.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I think even in most cases where like something bad needs to happen, you usually pat you down when you're trying to leave.
Usually.
I guess for curiosity's sake, I'll take a look at man-stopper rounds. Because I don't know what that does.
+3 penetration. Unfortunately, they're fucking scarce. God damn it.
Yeah, we can't actually afford equipment. That's just silly.
Yeah. Like, yeah, maybe I find like a bullet of man-stopper rounds at your suggestion, because we're still in the same city. We probably keep some contact with each other. And then just to make sure we aren't like jumped by gangs or something.
I'd allow a +20 commerce test if you're actually looking for them.
Why not?
I will tell you, a significant failure here may be noticed by law enforcement and regimental authorities.
Not worth the risk. Abort.
Yeah, I'm aborting.
Yeah.
Like, Kellas thinks about it, but probably some of the stories he tells him not to risk it unless he has proper connections. But he doesn't, so.
Oh my god, he
Actually,
finally had...
looking at your numbers, yeah, that would be a solid 50% chance of the police come after you.
If I had put a single point into commerce, look at how powerful I would have been. I would have had all the drugs. But I didn't put the point in.
So he spent some time reminiscing, some time partying. Probably spent most of his things on like minor things for himself and this, and maybe whatever squad he joined to just make it less miserable. Probably spends like maybe just takes a day to just sit out in the sun because he has some idea of how big the ships are and he knows it's probably maybe the last time in maybe even months he'll get to see the sun. Clear sky. But that's him.
All right. Yeah. Found that like all of you are going to make it back after Liberty. None of you are doing anything too stupid.
I don't get into any fights this time.
Nor do you burn down an orphanage.
Is
Okay. Merz, how many grenades
No!
does it take to burn down an orphanage?
Oh no!
Look, I will just fella. Dark Heresy game. One of Snippy's first things was just inciting a massive riot.
It was raining blood. It was perfectly warranted.
What? I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah. Oh, there you go back. And next morning you roll out for PT. While your normal drill instructors are there, also joined by a woman in the form of a staff sergeant. She has a clipboard. You're all in formation. First squad. Mendez, Torres, Alphonse, Dakar, Simone, Regis, Mendez Jr., Walther, Mom. Walther. First squad. She calls out names for the second squad. Third squad. Delure, Hudson, Tsifsanis, Kellas, and 6 more names
Ooh, the second squad.
of your comrades and of Bob's character. Well, ladies, welcome back from Liberty. Afraid to say, not going back to boot. Regulate your kit. 5 minutes. Dismissed.
Marching orders.
That means
Crisp salute, much more professional than how it started. Merely marches off to where their old barracks were.
Lua's gonna
And it is just behind you.
linger for
Immediately.
Tsifsanis. Does that mean we're marching out? Did we graduate?
Yeah, something like that. There will certainly be a lot of marching in our future.
Well, I
They-
guess my thighs and ass can get a little bigger. Might need a new uniform, though.
Usually they don't say, "I'm afraid," after they give you your marching orders or your new post.
That's true. I've never seen anyone around here say they're afraid. I think that gets you whipped.
Yeah, that means we might be seeing combat in our future.
Well, yeah, we're in the guard.
Oh, you'd be surprised how much of the guard is just sitting around doing nothing, some ammo depot in the ass of nowhere. Entire generations go by of people just doing sentry duty without firing a single shot at someone.
Well, damn, that's boring.
Hell yeah, it is.
I signed
But
up
we
for
can-
adventure. We're going out there and seeing the stars. Not seeing some dusty ammo depot, so I guess that works out just fine for me.
Sir, I like your excitement. I sincerely hope that attitude remains after we hit the booths on the ground and start getting shot at.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to look at the stars directly. At least that's what my mother told me after I stared for a little too long.
Especially out when we're out in space.
Yeah.
Like, Kellas just like come back, already always has everything packed up. Like, he's probably struggling a bit to carry it all. You can tell he probably, at least right now, wouldn't be able to like do a full sprint with all this stuff on him. Okay.
Ready for a fun time.
Right. Guess I better get packed up.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a moment, Lua.
Uh-huh.
Managed to get some conversations with some old friends and some people who, well, they say survived God. Yeah, just like handled just bunch of random knickknacks and stuff, like the sheets for the primer and everything. Just like explain all the uses for them. Managed to get some useful information out of him before I headed off.
Well, that's great. Thanks. Oh, I was going to save this for later, but I got some stuff for you all, too. Lua's going to
Oh.
reach into his bag and pull out a, 12-pack of cigarettes for everybody. And then, little hand-wrapped paper parchment bag of, salted Grox jerky.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're my goddamn
Thank you.
savior.
That's so
Welcome.
nice.
A little something from home.
Yeah, well, thank you, Lua. Guess
Oh.
they certainly picked our squad well.
Extra well, 'cause, you can't see it just yet, 'cause I had to park it back round behind the barracks, but we've got a cart.
Wow.
You're kidding me.
Nope. Dad brought it. Sergeant
And
Major
they
already
allowed
said
it?
we can use it. Yep. Got it all cleared and everything.
Oh, praise the Emperor.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go around and talk to the other, team leaders and let them know that as long as they don't steal anything, they can leave some of their stuff on there, too. That way no one's tempted to, try and take it.
Smart idea.
Yeah. Should be more than enough
One
room
extra.
for all our excess stuff.
Perfect.
I was going to clap everyone on the shoulder and go do that. Let the rest of the platoon know that we have a way to cart our shit around.
Yeah. Are you going to inform Clipboard Lady of this?
I don't know who Clipboard Lady is. You know what? Is she just standing around after everyone breaks off?
Yep, she is. I mean, she started acting like she was in charge of you,
Okay.
and yeah, she is waiting.
What is
Yeah.
her rank?
She is wearing the epaulets of a staff sergeant.
Ooh, good luck.
Okay. Hi, Staff Sergeant. I'm, Groot Del Lua. Sergeant Major said we could bring a cart with us. I just got it here. Rest of the boys said I was supposed to check with you to make, triple sure it's alright.
How quickly can you dismantle and reassemble it?
Oh, real quick. As long as I got a toolkit. And, we'll pat him both down. Yeah. I packed the spare this time. Just got to bolt the wheels off and the arms just kind of fold up.
This won't fit in a lander, but folds up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'll be having to You'll still be having to haul it, and it'll be in your sleeping quarters, but as long as it doesn't... But seems likely it'll make you recruits a bit faster on your feet.
That's the plan,
Good
man.
initiative.
Thank you.
Oh, and Delua, you're not a recruit anymore.
Oh. Well, double thank you.
Fine. You're officially in command of Third Squad.
Triple thank you.
Who's your corporal?
I reckon it's got to be Tsifsanis. He's got all the experience.
Ah, fuck.
Medicaid. Good choice.
Sorry, Snippy, you got to be my XO in 2 games.
I get all the responsibility,
And none.
but none
Literally
of
your
the
fault.
respect.
Yep, until
Oh
you die.
boy,
or
I
find
just
someone
love
better.
being an E4.
I love that you preempted it, Snips.
I did. I wrote it right there because every single Dark Heresy game I've played, sorry, not Dark Heresy, only War, I was a medic. And in every single one, I was the corporal. And even in the one where it wasn't the medic, I was still the fucking corporal.
Magnificent.
And every time I get shot in the face.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you live this time. No, we won't. Anyway, good luck. Is that it from you, Bayonez, or does she have more to say?
That's it from her.
All right. Well, we'll snap her a salute and then run off to pack the cart up.
Yeah. Once a platoon is gathered again, you'll see her briefly talk to two other recruits who Lorenz can recognize from the leadership course. And with each of them, she makes a note on her clipboard, and that done and everyone gathered, it'll lead you off at a crisp jog. You don't have far to go before you join the other platoons. Even as, or rather, the staff sergeant is. You don't have her name yet, you just know she's a staff sergeant. She brings you up in front of a lieutenant in a very crisp dress uniform. He's so well kept and so pretty that if it wasn't for the fact that both of his hands are bionic and are reflexively twitching on his power sword and pistol, you would have thought he's a big city fop, not a military officer. You are all in formation. Look you over, and then 7th Platoon. I'm Lieutenant Dantes. This is Staff Sergeant Ibanez. Been assigned to my command. And by the looks of you, well, we're going to need it. There's one rule. Goes for you, goes for me, it goes for any other trooper you see. You fight. You do not quit. We all have one life to give for the God Emperor. You're being called up a little earlier than you expected. But I expect you to fight with the manner and strength of veterans. Because if you fail, I won't wait for the commissar. Any man runs, I'll kill him myself. Are we clear?
Sir,
Sir, yes, sir!
Sir, yes, sir.
Good. Staff Sergeant. Believe you have the NCOs marked. Yes, sir. Sergeant Mendez Jr. Sergeant Rico. Sergeant Delua. He brought up to receive your chevrons.
Thank you, sir. Won't let you down.
Get a firm nod at that. And Sergeant Savin each are given a set of chevrons for corporal and 8 sets for troopers. My belief that you who have trained together know each other best. Sergeants, mark your corporals and bring your recruits online as troopers.
Lorenz will somberly go over and put the corporal stripes on Tsifsanis. Just whisper very quietly. Gonna need your help, so grin and bear it for me. Each of them rests to get a private chevron.
Yeah. Think that, but as you are officially inducted in as soldiers of the Imperium, that's where we're gonna stop for this week. I know Hype has stuff to go and do pretty soon, and this is about the time I planned to stop anyway.
Wow, I get to go
Alright.
to bed at normal time.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Wow.
I mean,
Let's
normal time.
see. I'm not gonna give you XP for the time spent doing character generation, so
No.
it's gonna be 200
Oh.
this week.
Okay.
Alright.
That's fair.
Not enough to buy anything of value. Excellent.
I'm sitting at 250.
I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good.
Had lots of fun. Thank you for bringing me on.
Yeah. Pleasure
I
playing
was
with
glad I was
all of
able
you.
to. Yeah, it was nice playing with you.
Oh god. Oh god, I'm getting PTSD from the previous games. Any second now, the Chimera is going to explode. We're all gonna catch on fire and gonna get shot in the face by a multi-laser.
Or you're just gonna
This
get shot
isn't
with
a
a
Call of
plasma
Duty
cannon.
game.
It's gonna be fine, Snippy. Think of all the glorious success I've led to you to in the past. It's gonna be great. Everything's great.
Yeah, no, that one I only died 3 times.
Well, to be fair, 2 of those were your own fault.
Oh, I'm not counting those 2 ones. I'm counting the previous times I burned Fate. First was the Arc Cleaver, then was the Plasma Cannon, and was the Space Base.
When did you die on the space base?
I remember when we assaulted the... when I had to swap to the fucking... when you rammed the shuttle on the other guy.
Oh,
was
right,
very
on the
close to
Space
death.
Marine base. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
It was the first time we decided to ram someone with a shuttle. The very first one.
And it was
When we were
glorious,
lathe.
because it actually worked.
Hell
Against
yeah,
all
fuck
odds.
that tech bastard.
Fuck that guy. Instead, we got Turbo Hitler to replace him.
Exactly.
Huge net upgrade. Lamau. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in, I guess, a week for the next episode of this. Till then, adios, and do take care.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.